it's Candy K with Moving Mountains. Today I would like to talk about baby talk. And I know a lot of y'all like, what is she talking about with the word baby talk? Well, the word baby talk is a phrase I use to describe the way people talk to people with disabilities. Yes. Some of you guys are just so hilarious with it. And some of y'all are just downright disrespectful with it. And honestly, some of y'all just don't know what you're doing. So, let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. So, let's say a person with a non-disability talks to a person with a disability. The way that conversation may go is you talk to them in a baby like tone, like you're talking to a 3-year-old toddler. I remember when I went to a gynecologist, and at the time I was, I believe, 32 years old. And for those who don't know, I have cerebral palsy. And I had to go for a what are those things? An imaging of my uterus, and they were prepping me at the gynecologist of what I would have to do the day before coming to the radiologist center and everything. And so she was like, remember, you have to drink this amount of water. You can't eat before you go to the procedure and all of this stuff. And then she says, you can't pee pee now. I was like, oh my God, did she just say that? Did she just say, remember, you can't pee pee now? Like, I'm a 2-year old. I promise you, it took everything in me not to go off on this woman. But I handled the situation very delicate. I looked at her, I said, okay. I said, I'll know not to urinate before going to the imaging center. And then she looked at me and smiled. But I felt like she treated me as a child. And there were other incidents within that particular gynecology center that I didn't like from various people, and a couple of more incidents in her. And so I made a conscious decision that this is not a uh, organization that I would want to represent me and my body and my health if they treated me in such a way. And so a month after, I had another appointment, and I didn't go. I just didn't go. And she called me. She said, Candy, you missed your appointment. We rescheduled another appointment. I said, I know I didn't make that appointment. I didn't make it on purpose. Of course, I could have handled that in a more professional light, but I was in my feelings at the moment, and I agreed to that. But but I walked into that office that following week, and I requested all of my files. Yes, I requested all of my files. And she asked me, she says, what's wrong? And I just looked at her, I said, oh, nothing. And then she says, do you plan on going to another gynecologist? I said, yes, I do. That's why I'm requesting my file. And she just stared at me for a moment, and she said, is it something I did? Now, that's your conscience telling on you that you know that you've done something wrong. If I mean, she's not talking about the whole agency itself. She specifically said, "Is it something that I did?" And I just looked at her like, "Of course, it's something that you did." And I simply told her, I don't like the way things were handled regarding me and my health. I feel like there could be more professionalism here and how you approach and how you talk to people. And she just looked at me and she just broke down and she said, "I am so sorry. I am so sorry." And she had to go tell the gynecologist. This was a receptionist behind the desk, in case I didn't make that clear in the beginning. But this was a receptionist that spoke to me in those terms, in that manner, and she apologized. And I told her, I said, "It's okay." I said, "Look, I am 32 years old. I'm married. I have 2 kids. I'm a college graduate. I'm very competent despite what my disability looks like. I understand well." And I said, "You see, I have nobody here representing me. I, in case I don't understand anything, I am very, very capable of understanding terms, medical terms, or any term, or a simple term, you know." And she says, "You're right. I'm so sorry." And so, this was a lesson learned for not only myself, but it was a lesson learned for her. That I hope that the next time she encounters someone with a disability, she won't resort to such language and such phrases and the way you talk. She would approach them or talk to them. Now, this is not my first encounter of dealing with this. I've dealt with this my entire life. But let me tell you, for those who don't know, be conscious of the way you talk to people with disabilities. It's really degrading, especially for those that are competent and understand what you're doing. You don't have to talk down to them. You don't have to treat them like they're a child. They're an adult just like you. And I know what it is. I know what it is. It's because people with disabilities have limitations and they need help with certain things. And like babies and kids need help with certain things, you pit that, you associate that with baby like mannerisms and baby like phrases and tone when you talk to people with disabilities, because a lot of them are not able to do things for themselves, and so you resort to that manner. But let me tell you, that is a grown person, that is an adult you're talking to. That's not a child. Okay, so please remember, respect first. Respect the fact that they're an adult just like you. Talk to them like they're an adult just like you. Sometimes my sarcasm can go to the roof sometimes when people approach me in such a way. I might say some snippet to them and they may think, "Oh, well, she's smart. She's a smart ass, or she's mean or whatever." It's not that. I do it because I want them to realize what they're doing. And sometimes, even when you tell people what they're doing, they don't understand. So, this is why I created this platform, to allow people to understand what they are doing and how they are doing it, so they can adjust themselves. So, when I tell somebody, "Hey, I don't like the tone that I was just trying to help. I understand you were trying to help. I totally get it. I understand it." And they expect you to accept their help as it is. And no doubt, if someone want to help you, be grateful that they want to help you. Be appreciative of it. I'm not denying that. But the way that they go about offering that help, the tone that they use, the language. Be cautious about how you present it and how you speak it, because like I said, we're adults just like you. And even with children, uh, the same way. You wouldn't show overly sympathize with them because they have a disability. People with disabilities know that they have disabilities. They don't want you to treat them like they have disabilities. They want you to treat them like they are people too, and like you would a person without a disability. And that's all I'm saying. Hey guys, that's my time. Candy K coming to you. Moving Mountains. Please remember to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you'll be notified when I update something, and visit us over at movingmounts.com. And as you can see, that's on the screen. Catch you all next time. See ya. Bye.